We live in a time where life feels faster, louder, and more demanding than ever before. Stress creeps in before the day even begins, and anxiety lurks in the background like an unwelcome shadow. From the moment we take our first breath to the moment we take our last, the rhythm of our breathing quietly governs the state of our mind and body. Yet, most people move through life completely unaware of the immense power carried in every inhale and exhale. Breath is not simply a biological necessity. It is a bridge between the conscious and the subconscious, between the seen and the unseen. It is the thread that ties the spirit to the flesh, the soul to the mind. With every breath, we are sending a message to the deepest parts of ourselves, signaling either safety and calm or danger and chaos. The Creator has designed the breath as a divine tool, a way to speak directly to the very center of our being without words. When your breath is shallow, hurried, and irregular, your body interprets this as a call to prepare for battle. Even if no real threat exists, your heart races, your muscles tense, and your mind narrows its focus toward survival. This is the design of the human system, perfect in its engineering, but it can become a prison if you live in a constant state of this response. Yet, when you slow the breath, draw it deep, and release it with intention, a powerful shift occurs. Your nervous system begins to stand down, like a soldier lowering his weapon, understanding that the battle has ended. This is not merely relaxation. It is a spiritual alignment, a return to the state in which you were meant to exist. In the quiet of a slow, intentional breath, there is a communion between body and spirit, a place where the noise of the world cannot intrude. Science will tell you of oxygen and carbon dioxide, of vagus nerve stimulation, of the parasympathetic system taking command, but beyond the science lies a deeper truth. Breath is a gift placed within you to regulate not only your biology, but also your faith, your peace, and your endurance through life's storms. When the world presses hard against you, when chaos roars around you, and your mind begins to fracture under the weight of it all, the simplest, most profound act you can take is to command your breath. Inhale as if receiving strength from above. Exhale as if releasing the weight that has chained your heart. Each cycle becomes a prayer, a statement of trust, a declaration that you are not ruled by fear, but by faith. This is why the breath is more than just automatic. It is a sacred key placed in your hands to open the door to resilience, clarity, and divine connection. If only you choose to use it with awareness and reverence, when you first realize that your breath is the only part of your nervous system that you can both control and allow to run automatically, it changes the way you see yourself entirely. This dual nature of breathing is not an accident. It is intentional design. It means you are never locked into the emotional state that the world tries to trap you in. You can step in at any moment and take command of your mind and body through the simple act of shifting your breath. Think about it. When you are anxious, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid without your permission, a direct reflection of the storm inside. But the moment you choose to take slow, deliberate breaths, you are sending a clear signal to your nervous system that the danger has passed. Your heart rate slows, your muscles soften, and your thoughts begin to clear. This is a physical truth, but it carries a spiritual weight as well. By mastering your breath, you are mastering your breath. You are mastering the gateway between your inner world and your outer actions. You are refusing to be a slave to reaction and instead stepping into the role of intentional creator of your state of being. Every deep breath you take is an act of reclaiming power from the chaos and placing it back in your hands where it belongs, ready to be directed toward peace, strength, and purpose. Your breath is not just air moving in and out of your lungs. It is a language your body understands better than any word you could speak. Each inhale and exhale carries a message, telling your brain and heart how to respond. When your breathing is rushed and shallow, you are essentially whispering to your body that you are under attack, that fear or urgency should take control. But when you draw in a deep, steady breath and let it out slowly, you are declaring a different reality. You are safe, you are steady, you are present. This is why, in moments of high stress or overwhelming emotion, you must remember that you hold the dial that regulates your own state. Your breath can cool the fire of anger, dissolve the tightness of anxiety, and bring clarity where confusion once clouded your thinking. This is not some abstract theory. It is the way your nervous system was built. Every breath is a choice between feeding panic or feeding peace, between staying trapped in the noise or stepping into a quiet strength that cannot be shaken. And when you begin to use this tool intentionally, not only in crisis, but as a daily discipline, you will find that you no longer wait for peace to come. You carry it with you, breath by breath. Wherever you go, your breath is the bridge between the mind you can control and the body that often feels beyond control. When you consciously slow it down, lengthen it, and give it rhythm, you send signals deep into your nervous system that change everything. Your heart rate steadies, your muscles release their tension, your thoughts gain clarity. It is as if you are telling your entire being, we are no longer running from danger. We are standing in strength. This is why, in ancient wisdom and modern science alike, breathwork is considered the key to unlocking resilience. Quedu. Your lungs are not just survival organs. They are instruments that can be tuned to play either chaos or harmony. And when you choose harmony, something remarkable happens. The storms around you may not vanish, but the storm inside you calms, allowing you to navigate with wisdom rather than fear. Breath is not passive. It is an active, living dialogue between your spirit and your physiology. And every moment you master it, you take back the authority over how you experience life. Breath is the only physiological process that operates in two worlds at once, automatic and voluntary, and that makes it a gateway to unlocking states of mind you never thought you could access. Left on autopilot, it simply keeps you alive, but taken into your hands, it becomes a precision tool that can shift your mood, sharpen your focus, and even rewire patterns in your brain. Each deep intentional inhale draws in more oxygen, fueling your cells and waking up your mind, while each slow exhale signals safety to your nervous system, pulling you out of stress and into presence. This is why controlled breathing is used by elite athletes before the peak moment, monks in meditation, and individuals recovering from deep trauma. It is the universal lever that influences both the mind and body instantly. When you realize that you can alter your emotional state with something as close as your next breath, you stop being at the mercy of circumstance. You start shaping your inner reality with the same precision a sculptor shapes stone, and breath becomes your chisel. Your breath is the most intimate conversation you have with your body, yet most people never listen to what it's saying. Every change in your breathing pattern is a direct reflection of your mental and emotional state. Fast and shallow when anxious, slow and steady when calm, erratic when overwhelmed. But here's the secret. You can speak back through that same language. By choosing to slow your breath, to deepen it, to make it rhythmic, you're sending a powerful signal to your brain that you are in control, that you are safe, that you can shift from chaos to clarity. This is not theory. It's biology. Your breath directly influences your heart rate, your hormonal balance, and even your brainwave patterns, which means you can set the stage for better decision-making, creativity, and resilience simply by mastering it. The world may be noisy, unpredictable, and overwhelming, but inside every inhale and exhale lies a sanctuary you can enter anytime, anywhere.